Wow. All right, guys. I don't know how to piece it together now. It's like 30 minutes. Okay, we just said something very, very, very important. Okay, that a family member comes and tells you you're an idiot. What are you doing? Why do you got to keep the commandments? You look stupid. You look ugly. All that stuff. Okay, God is sending that person to test you. Okay, we said this world is a world of test.
Yeah.
This world is, you're given a body to test you, pull you away from God, and you're given a soul to pull you towards God. And the whole, every single second of every single moment of your life, you're going to be tested. Don't think for a second life is just on cruise control. Every single second is being tested. Okay, so when you have somebody come in your life that aggravates you or says something like that to you, okay, they're testing you. They don't know they're testing you. They're just talking. Now, let's pay attention to their statement. They said you're stupid, you're ugly, all this stuff. The world is a secularized world. Right now, look around the world, there's no God. Very little God. Even the people who are spiritual, a lot of them are spiritual, but without God. Okay, like in the East. Very, very little knowledge of God right now going on in the world, and very little knowledge of what the purpose of life is. I bet you if you ask your sister, she has no idea what the purpose of life is. Okay? It's to mass. No, it's not even to be a good person. It's not even to be a good person. It's not even to be a good person. It's to enjoy your life. Happiness is the purpose of life.
That's why
Happiness is the purpose of life.
Suicide every year.
You don't enjoy life, you cannot eat
don't have
here.
a purpose of life,
Exactly.
and they kill themselves
Exactly.
left and right.
100%. There's no purpose, and people, all the sicknesses in humanity is because they have no purpose and no God in their life. Every single sickness.
I believe that.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
Whether it's a mental illness, whether it's a physical illness, it's all lack of purpose and lack of
And she's the
God.
one that has her daughter not talking to her.
Right. Well, you know, there's a listen.
Every single person takes
if you
Every person.
if you make this world, guys, if you make this world a physical world, so what's the problem? Survival of the fittest. I got a problem with you. I'm never talking to you again.
That's it.
I got a problem with you. I'm going to cheat you in business. I'm going to kill you. That's what Cain did to Abel. The stories in the Bible and the Torah, they're telling us the human psyche. That's the way people work. It's not the stories of people that were. It's a history lesson. People really, really work like that. People are jealous of each other. Brothers are jealous of each other. Same family are jealous of each other. Sometimes parents are jealous of their kids. Okay? Guys, listen. Okay? Human psyche is a human psyche. The evil inclination is evil. It's evil for a purpose. Okay? There's evil in this world. Get used to it. A lot of evil in this world. Okay? Get used to it. It's a test. Okay? We as the Jewish people are supposed to bring light to get rid of this evil. At the end, we know the ending of the story, the evil will be done with. We will eventually eradicate it, but right now, there's a lot of evil. And it could be evil in our family, it could be evil as our best friends, it could be anywhere.
We have to fight it.
You have to fight it, exactly. Now, when you have direction, you have the Torah, you don't have to worry. God said to not talk to my parents because they're trying to push me away from Torah. I don't mind. That's what God said. I close my mind. I don't have to, should I talk to them? Should I not? Should I put confusing into myself? Worry. Why?
Again,
I have the direction in what to do. The Torah tells me what to do.
But you're not allowed to cause them pain.
What's that? Well, why are you causing them pain? Because you disagree with them, or because you're trying to hit them?
You could disagree in a nice way, like without,
You're right. You could be respectful, okay? But if they take offense because you don't want to talk to them, that's their problem. Okay, that's not your problem. You did what is written in the Torah. We'll go through the halachot. You'll see the halachot, the laws of actual honoring your parents.
Yeah.
Okay, and parents also have laws that they have to abide by. It's not just the kids to the parents; it's also the parents to the kids. Okay. Once you have this structure in your head, you don't have to worry. You don't have to. I did what I'm supposed to. God told me what to do. I did what I did. What I'm supposed to do. Okay. It's when we have what we're supposed to do and we say, maybe it's not right. Maybe I should do something else. This is called safek. Safek is it comes from the evil side.
Yeah.
Okay, it's doubt. Doubt comes from the evil side. The evil side is trying to make you confused to the truth, to the reality. Okay, Safek is the same numerical value as Amalek. Amalek is the nation that tried to destroy the Jewish people. But if you notice in the Torah, when did they come and try to destroy the Jewish people? They came when the Jews are like, is God in our midst? Is he not? They got down into their head, boom. They let their enemies come in. Same thing. You put doubt in your head, if you're not sure 100% about the Torah, that it's true, that nobody else could tell you otherwise, you're letting down into your head, you're letting down in your heart, they're going to get you.
If you don't learn it
they're going to get you.
all the time, I mean, there's no way you're going to feel it.
Of course.
That's how
It says, V'agita bo yomam v'layla.
You practice.
Your mind and your heart should be on the words of the Torah all day long. You never leave the Torah. You never leave God. Right? Just like God's in front of you all the time that we explained, right? Because he's everywhere. He's the Ein Sof, no end. And he's creating every single molecule. So too, if you leave the Torah, you're gone. It says, Ozve Torah ya'alelu rasha. The people who leave Torah will praise evil people. Okay? It may not be today, be tomorrow, down the road. Sure. People sometimes, they take what you say and they get fixated. Oh, that's not true. That's not. It will. Okay? You may not see it today, you may not see it tomorrow. Sometimes it takes a lot of people time to realize the truth that's right in front of their eyes. It takes them a few days, years, months, whatever it is, okay? Not everybody realizes the truth that's boom, right in front of their face at every single moment. Okay? But the words of Torah are true 100%.
Yeah.
Whether you realize it today or you don't realize it today, you can't move away from them. Okay? That's what creates confusion and fog in the person's mind, their heart, their soul, and eventually it trickles down to their body. And it's not healthy. Okay? Now, when you take this idea, okay, and we look at the blessing, the addition that we make into our Shmoneh Esrei, the prayer, okay, the silent prayer, and Birkat Hamazon, when we pray over food, right? When a person, Torah says, V'achata v'savata u'virachta, you will eat, you will be satiated, and you will bless. Okay? Another thing I want to talk to you about. So in that Birkat Hamazon, you have to add, right, the blessing after you eat bread, you have to add this certain section we're going to talk about in a second, okay? We say V'achata v'savata u'virachta, right? You will eat, you'll be satiated, and you bless. That's a Torah commandment to bless after you eat the food. Okay, after you guys finish snacking and everything, please make a bracha achorona, the ending blessing, okay? Yeah. But the sages told us we're not allowed to enjoy anything in this world, okay, meaning to eat, without making a blessing, okay? Right. And they even said, even so goes the wise, is that you're a thief. You're stealing. The world belongs to God, when you make a blessing, it now belongs to you, okay? Without it, the Torah calls you a thief, okay? And it says you're a thief to who? You're a thief to Kucha Berichu u Knesset Yisrael. Knesset Yisrael is the Shechina, okay? You cause a split between the 6 channels and the 7th one. Wow. You're a thief to them. You don't let them come together and enjoy getting the blessing. Okay? You're actually a thief. And people don't know. They're like, well, I'm a good person. Why did this bad thing happen to me? I don't know. Did you make a blessing? Even if you made the blessing, was your mind thinking of New York? Were you paying attention to the words that you're saying? It's another thing I was going to tell you. The definition of Baruch. What is Baruch? And everybody says blessed, okay? That's one definition, but it doesn't give you a full understanding. Baruch means the source. Okay? God is Mekor Bracha, Brecha, like a pool. He is the source. So you say Baruch Ata, you are the source. Okay? Adonai, it means Adon Kol Hayav V'Viyeh, master of everything, was, is, and will be. Okay? So you're saying you are the source of everything, master, who was, always, and will be. We say Eloheinu. Elohim is the word for koach. Okay? Baal kol hakochot kulam. Okay? But we say Eloheinu, you are our power. Okay? The power of the Jewish people. Okay? So, You are the source, master who was, always, and will be. That is our power. Melech haolam, king of the universe. But in Hebrew, remember you have to pay attention to the word. Haolam is the same root words as elem, meaning disappearing. We don't see God, right? It's covered up with the 10 sfirot. It's covered up with this world. So you're the king of what we don't see. You're king of this universe where we don't see you, right? You're the king of this. And now you're going to say, everything was through your word. Now you're going to say, the one who creates the fruit from the ground. You're going to say, right? And what are you doing? You're testifying to the truth. Guys, listen to this. You're missing out like so much if you don't get this, because you don't even know what you're saying when you're making the bracha. Okay? You're testifying that God made this. You're drawing close to God. Your belief in what is true. If you don't pay attention to what you're blessing, you're disconnected from the truth. You're just saying words in order to get permission to eat. It's not logical. It's stupid.
It's so automatic that
you can't be automatic.
Did I do the blessing? So that's not good.
I read this on Monday. Same thing. He said,
guys, I'm gonna read the Jewish law. It says, "Kodem sheyivarech ez bracha shetzarich." Before you make any blessing that you need to make a bless, tzarich ledat eze bracha hu shetzarich levarech. You have to know which bracha, which blessing you're going to say. Kedei shebesha'a shehu maskir et Hashem. When you say God's name, Yidbarach, Shui Ikara bracha. That's the main purpose of the bracha, is to mention Him, right? Because what are you doing? What are you saying it for? Yeda Mashi Yisayim. You should know what you're going to finish. Okay? So it's not something you should just do, blurt it out.
Exactly.
Okay? You got to take your time, be present in what you're saying, and be true to what you're saying. Borei Pri Ha'etz, the one who created the fruit of the tree, and then take a bite. And don't speak until you swallow, okay? You have to swallow, then you can speak, okay? Otherwise, it's you're making a disconnection between the blessing and what you're doing. Everything has to be connected, okay? So when if you don't have this intention in mind, you're just blurting stuff out. You're disconnected from God, and of course, you're going to have doubts and misunderstandings and all sorts of things. Yahadut, Judaism, Torah is one interconnected thing. Everything connects. You cannot split it up. And that was the problem with the European Jews, okay? They didn't know. They started making splits. They said, this is more important. Let's concentrate just on this. Let's not do that. Okay? Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do that.
They created all these...
Okay? The Sephardi Jews never did this. Okay? And this isn't, I'm not saying negatively about anybody. Okay? It's not my place to do so. But I'm just saying this is what happened. This is our history. And that's why we have so much confusion nowadays. There's so much lack of knowledge, lack of awareness. Okay? Because we're just uneducated. We're the people of the book that don't even know what's in the book. Okay? Unless you sat and you learn what's in the book, you have no idea. And you don't get it through osmosis. This is like coming to your skin. You don't get it from your surroundings. You can hear tidbits here and there. You know, Israelis have it more than other people, right? They get it just because it's the virtue of being in Israel and speaking Hebrew and all that stuff. But they don't get true understanding. They don't get nothing.
No,
if you don't sit down and learn, you have no clue.
Correct.
Okay? So that's the idea of the bracha. Now, so we're going back to it. So in these two brachot, we add on these days of Hanukkah, and if you didn't add it, it's okay. If you forgot it, it's fine. You can just keep going. Okay, that's the law. Okay, but we add something called Al Nisim. Okay, so in the middle of Modim, in the middle of giving thanks to God, okay, and recognizing Modez to Dot, Lodot Al Emet, to admit to the truth, okay, and to thank for the truth, we say Al Nisim ve'Al Purkan. Okay, on the miracles and on the salvation, Purkan, like you took lefarek, you took us out of like the bondage, the problem with the Greeks. Ve'ala gvurot, and on the strengths. Ve'ala tishuot, like the more salvation. Ve'ala niflaot, and all the wonders. Ve'ala nechamot, and all like the, making us feel good, making us feel better. She'asita la'avotenu, that you did to our forefathers. Bayamim ahem, in those days, bazman hazeh, in those days, that's when the miracle was. But at this time in the calendar year, okay? People don't understand this. There's two concepts of a calendar. There's one that's linear, okay? Time goes this way, and that's it, right? It goes one way, and that's it. Some people believe it's circular. It goes over again. But in the Torah, God tells us time is like a spiral. Okay, what happened here? That same energy and force is going to come the next year, at that same day, at that same time. Okay, so we say, why are we saying this? What, to remember it? I'll remember it in 2 weeks. I'll remember it in 20 days. I'll remember it. If it's just to remember it, if it's just to say, to praise God, and I'll say that, why did I do it exactly at this time? Because in the spiritual realm, the same forces that were open, the same channels that were open, and the light that was coming down at that time comes down at this time. Okay, so that's what that. Huh?
In each holiday.
What's that?
In each holiday.
In each holiday, right? In each holiday. Okay. Every holiday, it's the same. It's not the exact same, okay, but it's of that light. Again, like a spiral coming down. Okay, whatever light was present then comes down to. Okay, and that's why we say these things. Now, if you look, B'yemei Metatia ben Yochanan Kohen Gadol, in the days of Matthew Matityahu, right? The son of Yochanan, who was a Kohen Gadol. Kohen Gadol is the person who did the work, the service in the Beit HaMikdash. Hashmonai, of the family of the Hashmonians. Uvanav, and his kids, remember, they're the ones who rebelled. Okay. When the evil kingship of the Greeks stood up, Israel, on, right, your nation of Israel, to make them forget your Torah.
Oh my God!
Right, that was their whole purpose. Why we celebrate Hanukkah? Oh, I love Hanukkah. So learn Torah. The Greeks tried to make you forget the Torah.
You have to learn the Torah.
That was the whole purpose. They tried to make you forget where you came from, who you are, what your purpose in life is. Exactly. Any secular, that's what they're doing. Anybody who's secular is being a Greek.
Is there a reason why Hanukkah is supposed to...
Well, obviously, yeah, sure. I mean, God doesn't do things like without the context of, world history, right? Obviously, another religion that's supposed to pull you away from God is, has their, let's say, foundation or their big holidays around this time. Obviously, there's a connection, sure.
The connection. So my grandfather said when the Mashiach comes, all these goyim will be punished because of what they did to the Jews as far as teaching them and the
Hello.
bad stuff.
What are you doing?
And the bad stuff and teaching them.
It doesn't matter. Who cares?
But teaching them the bad stuff and being, mean to the Jews and teaching them the all the Avodah Zarah, all that stuff.
The falsities.
The falseness, so they will be punished. That's my grandmother used to say.
Yeah.
אבל היום אנשים עושים את זה בלי ללמד אותם.
You did this to the Jews and you
Yeah, that's true. But what do you care? Who cares? I want to know the truth. I want to live my life by the truth. I don't care what happens to other people. Okay? My life is my life, and I want to live with God. I want to live the purpose that He wanted. Who cares? Who cares if they're punished? You shouldn't care about that stuff. Okay? You should care about you doing what's right and living your life. I have a person I learned. He says, "Titkadem." Like, move on. Forget that stuff. Next. Okay? People worry about, he's going to get them, he's going to come back, and this and that. Who cares? At the end of the day, is it going to make you feel better that somebody else got something? No. Okay? So their whole purpose was to make you forget the Torah. Anything that makes you forget the Torah, your cell phone makes you forget the Torah, it's bad. Okay?
Actually, no,
your kids make you forget the Torah, they're bad. Okay?
Who's bad?
Anybody, anything in creation that makes you forget the Torah, makes you forget God.
Remember that because you have so many.
Could be, yeah. Could be your kids. It could be your husband. It could be anybody. It could be your best friend. It could be anybody who says, "Don't worry about that. God will forgive you. It's okay. Don't be so strict. God knows your heart. You have a good heart. Everybody does it. That's for the older people. That's not for you.
What do you mean you don't eat?
God knows your heart.
אבל היום אין דקרים
Those
וכולם עושים את זה.
those people are pure evil.
אוי ואבוי.
Okay? The Satan, the Yetzer Hara, comes and goes into their body and makes them talk to you like that.
אוי ואבוי.
Okay? It says the Satan is a threefold thing. Okay? It's an angel that comes down and makes you sin. Then it goes up to God and say, hey, look at that Jew, he was sinning. Then he gets permission from God to punish you and come take your soul and kill you. Okay, so the same guy is doing this. You don't know his plans, what he's really trying to do. That's why I tell you, anybody who moves you away from Torah is killing you. They're dangerous. They're not good people. Okay? They may not know, okay? And they may not have like a bad heart to do so. Inadvertently, they're being used by the Yetzer Hara, by the evil inclination, to pull you away from God, to test you. Okay? And people don't have a hard time accepting this, but that's the truth of the world. You can't get away from it. God put you in this world. Don't forget, He put you here. Yeah. You have no life without Him putting you here. You have no life. So this is what I was going to tell you guys. I was going to build this shiur. Is your life yours or not?
No, not mine.
It belongs to Hashem.
Exactly. Your life isn't even yours. People speak as if their life is theirs. I could do what I want with my life.
It's my body.
Yeah. Your life is nothing. It was a present. And just like it was a present, it'll be taken away from you at the right time when it's supposed to. You own nothing. Okay? Alright?
גם אני.
Okay. Okay. Now you have to be aware of this. It says טוב ללכת לבית האבל מלכת לבית המשתה. והחי ייתן אל ליבו. It's better to go to a house of mourning than to the house of partying, and a live person will take it into his heart. What does it mean? It means when you go to a house of mourning, you know the end, you know the goal. The end is death. Okay? It's death knowing continuation, but there's the end of the road. When you go to a house of partying, oh, look how life,